Gutter Trash is a proud member of the Comics Podcast Network.
5 tenants of a small apartment building become entangled in a twisted, dark horror. A small stain appears and grows, devouring the building and the lives of the people who live in it, as violence and insanity escalate to its inevitable end in Pixu, the Mark of Evil. Hello! Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 90! Pixu?
Yeah.
My name is Eric.
My name is Jason.
The name of the book we're reading is Pixu, I think. Or it could be Pixu.
Pixu.
I don't know.
The Mark of Evil.
The Mark of Evil. I got that part.
Yeah.
But it's Pixu. I'm guessing it's a foreign word of some sort.
Oh, I think they have it on the
inside. They have a definition, but they don't have a pronunciation.
Okay, I couldn't remember if there was a phonetic.
Not for our language. Not that I understood. I'm flipping through it now.
Where's it? I think it's before all that.
Yeah, it's yeah. I don't understand what those that means. That helps me none.
It just looks like it's written with different letters.
Yeah.
And an umlaut.
But nothing pronounceable.
Looks like Pie-Fu. Pie-Fu. That's what we're reviewing today. Pie-Fu.
Yeah. Pie-Fu by a whole bunch of people. Sorry, Joe. Hothead.
We're good reviewers.
Huh?
We're good reviewers. Pie-Fu by a bunch of other people. This is why we have tons of listeners. Yes.
I think it adds charm to the show.
You win. No, you're right. I think this is us, people.
Yeah,
we're sorry.
This is what you've been getting for 90 episodes. Don't expect us to change for you, baby.
Yeah.
You knew what you were getting into in this relationship.
I'm not going to quit drinking. Fuck you. And take the kids with you. Welcome to Gutter Trash.
Oh, man. I did spend, the entire week leading up to this, looking online to see if there was anywhere where there was a pronunciation of the title of this book.
Yeah.
And I could not find it.
I would say Pixu. Even if that's wrong, that would be the popular wrong.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like Magnola is the popular wrong.
I think that's the correct.
I've heard
Mignola.
Well, that's what it looks like. That's how I always called it. But I think on one of the Hellboy commenters, they refer to him as Mignola, with a n sound.
Well, that is probably the proper way, the Italian way.
Right.
But I've also heard Magnolia and...
Yeah, Magnolia.
Yeah. I've never heard Magnolia.
I've heard people call him Magnolia.
I've seen Magnolia.
That was a good movie.
Very good movie. P.T. Anderson.
It was a very pretty movie.
Or wait, is that the other Anderson guy?
No, it's him. It's Paul Thomas. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Who's the other guy? The one that did Resident Evil and Event Horizon.
Not him.
Yeah. I think his name is Paul Anderson as well.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think he has a different initial.
I've never knew the guy. I saw one of the Resident Evil movies, and that was more than enough.
You saw one of his what?
I saw one of the Resident Evil movies.
Oh, there was only one good one.
Okay, that wasn't the one I saw.
So 2, 3?
It was probably... I know it wasn't the first one. I don't know if it was 2 or 3, though.
The first one, enjoyable. I mean, definitely not high art.
Mm-hmm.
But the second one is awful, and because of its awfulness, I never saw the third.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
I've skipped the franchise.
Yeah. Especially, like, I think it was rated R, but, for a zombie action movie that is rated R, there was no gore in the movie at all.
Drug use?
No.
Sexual situations?
Mila Jovovich was probably naked.
Okay.
Because I think that's something that she is in every movie.
Well, it's in her contract.
Yeah.
Did you see the Crest commercial she did?
Naked.
Hard to watch.
Not hard to watch.
No, it was hard when I watched. What did I say?
You said it was hard to watch.
Oh, I mean it was hard.
Okay. That's...
And I was covered in toothpaste when it was over. At least I think it was toothpaste.
It came out of a tube, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, but it was one of those things where, like, there wasn't much left and you sort of had to, like, scrape the last little bit out.
Roll it up at the end.
Oh, yeah, it was rolled up, yeah. I think the cap wasn't on for, like, a week. But yeah. Paul Thomas Anderson movies are good.
His movies are great. I still haven't seen There Will Be Blood.
Oh, man. I forgot that it was even him.
Yeah.
It's so different. Like, I mean, it sort of has, like, that feel that he captures in a lot of his movies, that awkward, like, tension and just something creepy is going to happen, but, I mean, like, it really does that a lot, but I forgot that was him. It's so different.
Paul F. Tompkins is in that movie.
Oh? Yeah. So is, who's Paul F. Tompkins in the movie?
Paul, I don't know who he was in the movie, but I know he's in the movie.
I can't think who that is.
I know he's in my top 5 favorite comedians.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He just started a podcast.
Yeah?
The Pod F. Tomcast.
The Pod F. Tomcast. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Everyone should go check it out. Just started this week. Get on the ground floor.
What kind of podcast is it?
It's a comedy.
Pardon me, Jim.
Comedy. He does
stand-up
comedy. So, not traditional stand-up, but yeah.
Just funny man stuff.
He's just a funny man. This his first episode, the premiere episode of a podcast, which I have no affiliation with other than I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. Was that he interviewed one of his friends on the phone. There was a phone conversation between Ice-T and Andrew Lloyd Webber.
No, what?
And him and Tim Meadows read voicemails that were translated by Google.
Oh, but that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Tim Meadows. What's he been doing?
Not much. Not much of anything. I think the ladies' man pretty much killed his career.
That sucks.
Yeah. One could say that his downward decline started when he appeared as the black guy on Saturday Night Live.
Well,
because there's really only been one that was able to escape from that.
Norm Macdonald.
The one and only.
Norm Macdonald might as well have been the black guy on Saturday Night Live, because what has he done?
He's had like 3 different sitcoms that all failed.
I like Norm Macdonald too.
Can be decent at times.
His dry, like, confused delivery always sold me.
Definitely not my favorite news guy.
No.
I'd have to go with Kevin Nealon, I think.
Mm-hmm. Really? I don't have a favorite news guy. I like them all. I like all of them. Even Jimmy Fallon.
Now, you say this, I'm assuming, because of your bias, that The Roots are his house band on his talk show.
No. No, actually, like, even when I'd watch that...
Because Jimmy Fallon is pretty awful.
He was the worst news guy, my least favorite at least. Okay. But I sort of like, you always felt like you were watching it with one of your buddies was on there just screwing up all his lines and laughing at inappropriate times.
Yeah, that's what makes him terrible.
But there's something charismatic and heartwarming about it.
I'm watching professional people put on a performance, not some jackass who giggles every 2 seconds. That shit. That is not funny.
Yeah, I thought he was alright.
Fuck Jimmy Fallon. Fuck his talk show.
I don't like his talk show.
And fuck the Roots. No, don't fuck the Roots. They're kind of awesome.
Yeah, the Roots are awesome. How I Got Over, the new album.
Yeah.
Well, new to me because I didn't realize it was out.
Well, it's only been out for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So I would consider that a new album.
Yeah. But I mean, I didn't know it even existed until like a week ago.
Right.
And I mean, I didn't think it was even coming out. Like,
Right.
Like it wasn't like, when is that coming out? It was like, oh wow, there is a new Roots album.
Right.
I saw it in the used bin for $8 the second time around. Snatched it up, and it's really good.
Well, someone didn't like it apparently.
I know. Their loss is my gain.
Maybe they were expecting that sort of Jimmy Fallon-ish feel. That's why they picked it up.
They're like, oh, this has got to be funny.
This is nothing like the music that's on between the commercials.
Actually, it probably is sort of like it. Yeah, excited. What were we talking about?
Paul F. Tompkins, Paul Thomas Anderson, Paul W.S. Anderson,
Paul Rubens. The painter, not the actor.
Right. Paul Giamatti, the baseball commissioner, not the actor. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's new?
How's it going?
It's alright. I'm so glad to not be working tomorrow.
Yeah?
I've been working these, like, full weeks, like, real people work. Like, the amount of hours that a normal person works at a job much harder than mine, that's what I've been doing. So it's crazy.
Poor you.
I know. Let's talk about me.
That's what the show's for.
No. It's my venting, my free healthcare.
That what?
You know, mental like.
Oh, okay.
I can afford that shit.
Okay. But this is what the show is. You need to speak louder, by the way.
Oh yeah.
This is what the show is. We it's about us. It's about us venting and talking about shit that nobody else gives a shit about. But we don't care because it's about us.
It is kind of like that, isn't it? Well, I'm sorry.
It's exactly like that, and then we talk about a comic.
I feel really bad about that. I don't want
for who? For yourself? For the people who have to listen to it?
All involved.
Fuck those people. Every single one of them. All 5 of you.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
I love you all. Iron Man is like a big can with man inside. Oh, we should do that. We should equate superheroes to what they really boil down to. The Flash likes exercise. That's why he runs. It's a health thing. Green Arrow's gay. Prophet with a PH is fucking awesome. He's like a Mountain Dew can with legs. Okay, I guess I'm done. So you've been doing anything?
No.
Nothing? Chilling?
No.
No? Not even chilling?
We're just on medium high.
Medium high.
Yeah. I was super tired. I got 5 hours of sleep last night, but I woke up this morning and felt like a zombie until like 2 in the afternoon.
5 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. You need like 7.
Well, you know, I'm a night person.
Yeah.
Like pretty much from 3 in the afternoon to 2 in the morning, I'm raring to go.
Really?
Yeah.
No naps?
No.
No, wow.
Yeah, I was exhausted all day today, but no, didn't nap when I got home. Shoulda. Didn't. But yeah, I'm full force, or at least as full force as I get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Yeah. Man, just this morning was a fucking drag. Fucking drag.
Just waking up, getting out of here.
Waking up, getting out of here, getting to work, working.
You're the
lunch.
working man.
Having a cup of coffee, all of it was just awful.
I think it seems to me you could live your life much better than I think you are. That's why they call you the working man. Neil Peart, 1974. Okay.
I am officially tired of Rush references.
I keep talking about Rush at work with my coworker Matt, who loves Rush. So today we even talked about Rush.
Everywhere I go, there's another fucking Rush reference. It's been happening for like 3 weeks. Tired of it.
Right.
I'm just tired of it.
You know what you need is a little grace under pressure. Okay. My morning was weird too. I overslept. I never do that. My alarm did not go off, and I woke up 10 minutes before I had to leave to make it to work on time to open the store, and I was the only one working this morning, so I had to, not be late. So I just popped up out of bed, ran my dog outside and let her pee and squirt a piece of bowel movement out. And we came inside and I gave him some food, and I ran out wearing the same clothes that I slept in. And I didn't even get to eat or poop before I got to work. And then I got there 2 minutes before we opened, so I didn't have time to do anything. So I just turned all the lights on and everything, and I was stuck there for 4 hours. Ate some peanuts and a Cliff Bar because I found some of that around the work. But yeah, it was weird. I always get up an hour and a half before I have to be at work so I can make a breakfast, walk my dog, and chill out. But today was crazy times.
If I wanted to do that, I would have to get up at 4 in the morning.
To have an hour and a half before you do work?
Yeah. But then on top of that, I still have the hour drive to work.
So you always have an hour before work?
Yeah. You know what? This episode has just drastically gone downhill in the time that we've been doing it.
Yeah.
Pixu, the Mark of Evil.
Pixu, the Mark of Evil.
By Gabriel Ba. The third Gabriel Ba book we have reviewed on the show.
Really? Is it the third one?
The 2 Umbrella Academies.
Oh, yeah, okay. I think different ones.
No, gotcha. Yeah. Well, they're both different.
Yeah.
Different volumes.
Yeah.
Speak volumes.
They do.
The quality of his work.
They both do.
Yes. All 3 of them do.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa,
Spoiler.
Becky Cloonan. Vasilis Lolos.
Ooh, nice.
And Fabio Moon.
I loved Vasilis Lolos's version of La Bamba. That was awesome. In the movie. Lou Diamond Phillips.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What? Fabio Moon? I thought Raphael Grandpa had something to do with this.
No, that was 5.
Okay.
Which is a different book that the 4 of these people did.
With
Raphael Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Raphael Grandpa. Raphael Grandpa.
Raphael Grandpa.
No, yeah, he had nothing to do with this. But he did do that other book, which I believe I ordered from Mavericks and never received.
That's the way we do it.
Yep.
Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Is it out?
It's sold out.
Really?
It's been out for 3 years.
Huh. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, I have no answer for you.
Alright.
It should have been on order.
Yeah.
Could have been one of those things. Yeah.
Some
glitch somewhere. Okay. Pixu by those 4 people.
Mark of Evil, Gabriel Bob, Big Clue, Vasilis Lonos, Bobby Omen. I'm assuming all 4 of them wrote it together.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did that... Do you know how that worked?
I would guess they would probably all just got together, brainstormed whatever they were doing, and figured out how each part would tie in, and then just went off into their own. I would imagine.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Especially considering I think 3 of these people don't speak English.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. I'm sure maybe they do, but definitely not among their first languages.
Yeah.
But it's like a anthology.
It's kind of, yeah. It's weird. It's almost like 4 rooms where they tie together.
Sorta, but more than 4 rooms does.
Yeah,
because the 4 rooms really the only thing that they have in common is Tim Roth
and the hotel. They're all in the same setting. I mean, this just has the same setting with characters going in and out of the stores.
Right, but it's all revolved around one
climax.
Well, one incident that is occurring throughout.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in 4 rooms, Tim Roth is the only incident occurring throughout.
Yeah.
And Tim Roth, what an incident.
Mm.
What an incident Tim Roth is.
Oh, yeah. Much agreed.
Anyway. So, this is awful. This is just fucking terrible.
This is what we do. That's what we do. Let's amp it up. Good little jumping jacks. I thought we started off good, and then we just fell apart. For those of you that are still with us, we apologize. Energy, sir, is what we need.
Yes. Where are we going to get that? Not from this, I'll tell you that much.
Well,
especially not from that book.
There's a lot of energy in some of the brushstrokes and the Mad Men-ish kind of stuff. Not Mad Men like the comic, but
right. But the TV show.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like something Don Draper would paint.
Right. Don Draper, the artist on Mad Men.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
hang on. Let's fucking do this!
Alright.
Pixu, Mark of Evil. Done by people. People with names. Names and places.
Yes.
This takes place in a place.
It does.
It's a story. You've already heard the intro. You've heard the synopsis. This is our opinion. This is what we think. Me? I didn't so much care for it.
I love the art. Every single bit of it.
I love 3 of the art.
Let me guess. This one's the one that you don't love so much?
Yes.
Yeah. It was the weakest one.
Yes. Vasilis Lonos. Doing some of the weakest art in this book. Although he did a book, he didn't do the book because the book never finished. The Pirates of Coney Island.
Oh, really? That was him?
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
That was a great looking book.
Yeah.
This, not up to that level.
Yeah. It just kind of...
It's what I think of when I think of independent comic book artist who doesn't know how to draw yet.
Maybe he was trying to formulate a style that was somewhere between the other 3 in here, so it wasn't too crazy compared to. But I think that's a good part of it is how different the styles are. Wow, that's awesome.
Is that Gabriel Bach?
Yeah. The story, it was sort of it almost seemed like it was some Clive Barker-ish kind of idea that just never
fully formed.
Yeah.
Not also, it could just be because of the because it is 4 different styles of art that are all sort of bouncing back and forth, and also I would say, I'd say your thing about Vasilis Lolos being sort of like the in between of all of the other guys and girl, that sometimes made the storytelling really confusing, because it is one story, but it's about 4 different characters, experiencing this thing that's happening.
And the way they divide it into chapters like that, instead of like,
right.
It's not like just randomly it goes back from one to the other. It's like
It is telling a continuous story sequentially, but like, I don't know, like whenever, like, there were certain characters that I got confused as to who they were.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. It's I don't know. I almost think it works a lot better if each story was just like told by itself, with, like a beginning and an ending, and then it would go to the other characters and tell how their story connected. Like, I realized like some of the characters like wove in between, but I think it would have been better if they didn't.
Right. So more of like a Tales from the Crypt type of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I
can see that.
It was just a little disjointed the way it cuts back and forth.
I can agree with that. I think the idea is good.
Yeah.
And of course the art is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just sort of weakly WEAK pulled together.
Yeah. Agreed. But yeah, some beautiful some beautiful artwork though, especially the Gabriel Boss stuff is awesome.
Yeah.
His stuff really does look great in black and white with gray tones.
Yeah. Well, they all do, really.
Becky Cloonan's stuff's great in black and white.
Yeah, she is quite good.
Does she always does black and white, but she usually doesn't do gray tones, is that it?
I've only ever seen her do black and white, and she does gray tones.
Oh, she does? Okay.
Yeah. Because, at least from what I remember of Demo.
Okay, I never read that.
I did not read American Virgin, which I believe she drew. That was in color. But who cares? It's a Vertigo book. Nobody reads that.
That's for intellectuals.
Comic book intellectuals, you mean?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's the only kind
not real.
That's the only kind of intellectual. I thought there were some really creepy elements in here. Like just the way, in the Becky Cloonan story, the way the girl is going a little nuts, and just the subtle behavior she does. I think that's great.
The old man, or not the old man, but the this old man that I'm pointing to.
The big old naked man?
The big old naked old man.
Who lost his wife?
Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
The other old man is bizarre.
Yeah, I never understood, like, it almost... I was confused a lot with, like, some of the dialogue, like, he's like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe this was just an accident, maybe we're safe, and I'm like, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Right, and I mean, we've talked about things before, like, you don't always necessarily need things spelled out for you, but sometimes a little clarity is nice.
Yeah. And
this could definitely have used some clarity. But I gather that he was like a superstitious, crazy old man with potions and wards to fight off the evil.
Right.
And
some sort of warlock.
Right.
Something, I don't know.
The little girl, Katerina, was part of his overall protection spell.
Yeah.
But, like, she's a weird character, too. She may be part of the evil that's spreading.
Exactly, and And then, spoiler, when something happens to her and
Right.
he decides to get a new lady, I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to go to the pregnant lady with a brand new daughter. And then, like, this happens.
Right.
And I'm like, why?
Well, that's, I think, just part of whatever this encroaching evil is.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, however it started.
It's very ambiguous and abstract, the evil. Okay. Yeah. It did confuse me, and like I thought certain things would have worked better a different way, but overall it was very beautiful to look at. I read it a second time where I mostly just looked at the artwork and read a few of the word balloons, but it's
not very clear. I think it's not in like a Jim Woodring way where it's deliberately
metaphorical or whatever,
right? But in just sort of a way that maybe they thought they were being clever, but really they just needed to clear it up for storytelling's sake, I think.
And plus, like you said, if they all wrote their own piece, maybe they should have just had one person write the whole thing.
Right.
And then it would have had a better flow.
Or actually get a writer to, sort of keep it cohesive.
Right.
I'm sure Matt Fraction would have done it for them.
Yeah.
Or Brian Wood, or
Mike Mignola.
Fuck yeah. He would have been perfect for a story like this.
Yeah. That would have been cool. Redo, guys.
Right.
Redo.
Of course, then he would have insisted on having Hellboy show up and save the day. And
yeah. Oh, that would have been cool, like at the very end, when spoiler, the shit hits the fan.
Right.
After it's all over, Hellboy is just like,
shows up.
Him and Abe are driving down the street, and they're like, too late.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Hellboy is just looking at the scene and smoking a cigar and throws it on the site.
Pile of ashes.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Things burn. Fire.
It's a 2-year-old book. Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not meant for 2-year-olds. That's not what you mean. It's not like baby's first book.
No, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, buy your 2-year-old this.
Right. This is how you get them to read.
Yeah, there's not a lot of words.
Because right. And as we talked about earlier, this will also go better if your baby is foreign.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if it's a 100% pure American, you shouldn't teach it how to read, because that's just against the American way.
That's what we were speaking of earlier. The subtitles, the
just reading in general. Americans shouldn't do it. Foreigners are already acclimated to read words. Mm-hmm. It's just the way it is.
It's just one of their deficiencies.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Baby's first book, Pixu. You'll find it next to Green Eggs and Ham at your local Walmart.
Yeah. And then maybe you can think about following this up with like the Books of Blood.
Oh yeah, those would be good.
Or the Hellbound Heart. Yeah. So, wow, that was a bust.
Yeah,
not a lot to talk about with this.
There wasn't really.
It was very short.
And honestly, like, I read the entire thing, like, actually reading every word and looking at every picture in like half an hour, and it's a $25 hardcover, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Is it $25?
I think it was.
Did I pay that much for this? No, it's not.
Isn't it?
18.
Oh, okay. Well,
I got 25% off.
Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Huh.
I thought I saw 25. Oh,
maybe Canadian.
It doesn't even have a Canadian price.
Huh.
I don't know.
It's because Canada doesn't matter.
But because they would never read trash like this. That's why.
Right.
I'm too busy reading Chester Brown books. But then the second time I read it, where I looked at every picture, it was like 7 minutes.
Right.
And I was like, man, this just goes by quick. It's like I don't know. It's a little more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Soupy.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it just
Hagalicious.
It's more about the atmosphere. Like, it's not about retaining all the specifics and logistics. It's more about they just set up a mood and just let it explode.
It was probably just the four of them like, wouldn't it be cool if we did this?
It's a great experiment.
Yeah,
it just didn't really hit the mark that it seems like they wanted.
Right.
the mark of evil.
It's a bit of a miss. If you can find it cheap, it's awesome to look at.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Pick it up at the library.
The Libri or the eBay. Or I'm sure you can probably find a decent used copy on the Amazon.
Chances are you know us if you're listening, so you might be able to borrow it. I don't know.
2 or 3 of our listeners, I would be willing to. I'm sorry, Brian. Sorry, Kurt. Not shipping anything out to you guys to borrow.
Yeah.
If you want to buy it,
if they're in town for the weekend, maybe.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Because you can just read it with a quick shit.
Oh yeah, exactly. Man, I wish I could have got it. That's what I should have done today. I should have read this and took a shit instead of walked my dog.
Why did you have to walk the dog? You have a fence.
Well, I have to know that she poops.
Right.
Then I'd just be worrying about it all day, 10 hours at work.
You get security cameras.
I should just get an alarm that works. I can't believe, I really did set it, and I looked at it this morning, it was set when I was like, why did this not go off? And it's
is it the same old wind-up mechanical?
The one with the giant cookie on it?
Right, yeah.
No, it's not the Chips Ahoy alarm clock. But it is really old. I've probably had it for 10 years. So. It's probably just falling apart. Like all of us.
Like all of us.
We're breaking down.
Barriers.
Little particles of our bodies are shedding, not being replaced.
So not barriers, then?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. We break no barriers.
New ground?
I don't think we've ever...
No.
Possibly wind.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure we've done that. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess let's go ahead and end this segment early, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll try to amp it up for this last half here.
We'll do a line, why not? Do some Powerade.
Do it one. Alright, I guess we'll be back.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Welcome back.
Thanks for joining us. Sorry about the
first 40 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Every once in a while, well, let's be honest.
Most of the time.
Every other time. Yeah. Oh man. We're gonna do a little cocaine right before we start.
Yeah.
I think that's the secret.
Really, just any kind of upper, I think, would probably help.
I'll rub anything in my gums once.
Fuck yeah. Oh, yeah. I know what you mean.
Oh, wait the bell.
Oh, good Christ. It already feels like it should be Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a good sign.
No, it's not.
Well, tomorrow is my Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Thursday is my Sunday. And then, and I have to work 10 hours in between those two, so.
Right.
So my weekend.
Plus you have to work on your Sunday, too.
I do have to work on Sunday. Yeah, I don't like working. I think I want to get a pair of overalls and like a fishing line and burn everything out. No, I'm going to go down to the pond and just be that guy.
I'm
just going to live off
burn
fish.
everything you own?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You have some cool stuff.
Well, I'll sell it.
You got a dog, you got a cat, you got a girlfriend.
I'm burning them all.
You're going to burn them all.
Burn 'em all.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to tie them up in a
That
big
is harsh.
duffel bag. Yeah. I don't think I can fit everything I own in one duffel bag, but...
Run, Kathleen. Run while you can. No, take Goo with you.
I might just take her and Goo and Uma down to the river with me.
Okay.
I'll fish
in the river.
Yeah, burlap sack, yeah. No, I will. I mean, that's a valid idea, too. I was going to say we could all fish and live on the banks of the pond together. For, a good 6 weeks probably until we die of some sort of malnutrition.
Right.
But it's the way to go, really.
Or disease. That is most likely in any Dayton river.
Yeah, especially if we're going to like Caesar's Creek or something. Yeah, there's like all sorts of runoff and because this town, you may not know if you're not, one of the people that is from here. It's kind of built on the factory industry. I mean, a lot of factories around here.
Did you hear about the guy who got sick and his dog that died? Up in, I believe, St. Mary's.
No.
This guy lives near a lake up in St. Mary's. His dog ran out and jumped in the lake and swam around and was chasing something. And then when the dog came back, it was covered in blue algae.
Oh wow!
So he brought it inside and gave it a bath to clean it off. Then he got really sick and the dog died. From whatever was in the lake.
That's horrific.
Yeah.
They didn't figure out what it was.
Some sort of runoff from neighboring farms. The chemicals that they use to spray the plants. Wow. Welcome to Ohio, folks.
It's green. It's pretty. Yeah, that sucks, man. It creeps me out because I take Uma to this park that's it's not by a factory, but it's there's this streamish. I'd say stream. It's not quite a lake, and that she likes to walk in, and I let her walk in it. But it's just a few yards away from some sort of industrial looking building. I mean,
that just means that she's going to grow to be 60 feet tall and breathe some sort of atomic flame.
Oh, that would rule. That would rule. I would love it if she did that. I think. I don't know if I could afford the dog food though, rabbit increased. Right. But if she's eating homeless people,
most likely,
or smaller animals,
buildings,
other dogs, yeah.
Trains, buses.
There's some of my neighbors I wouldn't mind.
No.
I mean, they're not on the scale of yours, but there's some of my neighbors that every time I see them, I'm like, oh, I wish my dog would grow 60 feet tall and eat them.
Hey, speaking of neighbors, we know of my neighbors who live above me. Mm-hmm. And we've heard tale of the blowjob neighbor across the way.
Oh, right.
Who I really believe they are no longer there. I haven't seen any sort of car or activity, blowjob or otherwise, and over that way in quite a while. But there's a house also that I live next door to. On the other side, I'm pointing for those who can see me.
For the listener, this is for you.
Pulling in from work today in my parking lot, and neighbor next door, that house, not bad neighbor, not blowjob neighbor, Walking around in one of the skimpiest bikinis I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it a cool thing?
Awesome. MILF.
Oh, really?
I've never actually used that word in real life.
Really?
Total MILF.
There you go. There you go.
Her husband looks like he's the kind of meathead who would like to beat the shit out of me just for existing.
Wow, well, that's a great couple of characters that you've added to your repertoire.
Well, yeah, he's kind of a character. I'm surprised we can't hear him working on his truck right now.
Really?
Because that is pretty much what is going on over there 90% of the time. The other 10% of the time, kids screaming.
That's awesome.
But super hot girl wearing a bikini.
How long have they lived there?
A long time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're not recent.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's moved in or out of there since I've lived here. So.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
But you never really talked to them or anything?
Why would I?
Yeah. You know, neighborly things like a cup of sugar, whatnot.
Nah.
Welcome to...
Yeah.
Wow, I got hiccups.
She'll wave at me occasionally if she sees me, like, parking or, like, walking to my door or something.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's your first step to
and
Mrs. Robinson.
I mean, she's, attractive, but I never saw her wearing a bikini before, so,
Did you wave today?
She did not see me.
Ah.
Yeah. Would have. With my pants.
Oh. Yowza.
So that was my one story.
I wish I had a story. Nothing's happened this week. It's been kind of just a long bunch of working.
Right. No crazy magic shit.
Not really.
No, there's a new magic set out. I don't know if we've talked about that or not yet.
Nah.
Any kind of crazy card name.
The Primeval Titan is worth like $50. Everybody's shitting their pants for it. I'd say 80% of our Magic customers would knife their grandma for a copy of that right now.
I'm sure someone has.
Mm-hmm. I hope not, but it's quite possible.
Social misfits is what they are.
They're taking time bomb,
and not like us. I mean, we're social misfits, but not in that way.
Mm-hmm. I used to play Magic.
Yeah, that's why you're a social misfit.
Yeah,
but you're recovered.
Yeah, I played for like off and on for like 6-7 years probably. Yeah, I'm done. I think I'm done.
I'm glad you're done.
I've moved on. No more weed, no more magic.
Yeah.
I'm making things happen now.
That's good. That's good. I would forgive the weed if you slipped on that.
Oh,
but
really?
Not the magic.
Oh, wow, over the magic. Yeah. Really? How if I got a tattoo of a marijuana plant on my back?
Then,
but the magic still.
Then Joe will now become the co-host of 2 podcasts.
Yeah. Well, so. But that would be worse than playing Magic, the weed thing?
That's getting a weed tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I did have a piece of good news. Found this out yesterday. Forgot to say this. A store in New York City ordered $10 worth of Vigidog Saturns for me.
Oh, so like 3 of them.
Yeah. Well, no, $10 what is what they're paying me, so it's like $20 cover price. Because, give them the discount. So I think it's like...
So like 4 of them.
I think it's 8 of them. 8 of them, yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. What store?
Forbidden Planet.
Oh, that's I believe what they call a major chain.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll...
Maybe. You're moving up into the world.
I am.
How did this come about?
Actually, this is very bizarre. On Covered blog not too long ago, I forget even which one it was, but there was some post someone made, and they mentioned this man named Tony Shenton, Shenton, I think it's Shenton, that distributes mini comics and takes them around places, and so I emailed him. I found his email address and contacted him and asked him if he'd want to put mine in his catalog, and he said, "Send me a copy." So I sent him some, and he said, "Sure." So
Nice.
he took them to that shop and showed them off, and they ordered some based on that. So
Super nice.
cool guy.
Right on, Jason.
Yeah.
Right on, Tony
Shinton.
Shitfucker.
Shinton.
Shaloob.
Tony. No. Not Tony.
Not Monk?
Tony Paul Anderson. What? Yeah, he seems really cool.
Antonio from Wings.
Whoa. But yeah, he seems a cool guy. I'm happy to...
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're going to be seen at the Big Apple.
The Big Apple! I'm the worm. I'm the worm, baby.
Yeah, damn right you are. Because you slimy and long.
Gross. And I don't do well in water. Or the sun.
Yeah.
You ever notice they're a moist dirt kind of animal?
Yeah,
Like if it rains, they come out because they're like, fuck, it's too wet. And then it dries up, and then you see their carcasses on the sidewalk because it's too hot.
Yeah.
So I'm
I hate
kind of
worms.
I'm kind of wormy.
I hate worms.
I love them. I used to play with them when I was a kid.
You're a freak.
We used to pull up. We used to have these.
I am officially disgusted.
We used to have these cinder blocks
You haven't even started yet.
around our garage, and me and my brother would pull those up, and you'd see these little mealy bugs and then worms, and occasionally, like every fourth or fifth stone you overturned, because they were like these big, like 8x4 stones, inches, not feet, but you'd find a slug, and then we would rend them in half with these giant garden shears and just watch their innards spew forth, or we would pour salt on them and watch them shrivel, because we were sociopaths in the making. Clearly. Now I literally won't even, the only time I'll even kill a bug is if it's on my dog, biting it, or even if it's just crawling up the wall. I don't even care.
I'll kill a bug. I'll kill a bug. I do try to avoid bugs as much as humanly possible. Speaking of trying to avoid things as much as humanly possible,
Yeah.
something happened to me that really, it could only happen to me. We all know about the freak effect that apparently I have of attracting the lowlives of Dayton, Ohio, into my
Personal space.
right. I had it started off with a change in routine. I've decided that Speedway coffee is the worst, and I usually stop at a Speedway before I go to work.
How long have you been drinking Speedway coffee?
Probably since I've been working.
Wow.
At this job.
Has it gotten worse, or did you just...
Just in the span of 2-3 weeks, just every morning, it was just an awful cup of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Just burnt, smelled awful, tasted awful, and no amount of sugar or cream could cover it up.
So they just took a wrong turn, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Wednesday of last week, I decided to go to a different place, Circle K. And got a cup of coffee there. Not only was it fresh and taste good, whatever. They also have these little packets of, they look like creamer, but they're extra caffeine. And so, fuck yeah,
It's an extra boost. It's like a shot.
That's exactly what it's called.
Wow.
Yeah.
Caffeine shot.
Yeah. So,
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K.
Nice.
Okay.
Things get stranger.
Oh?
So, Wednesday I get my cup of coffee there. It's awesome. Fuck yeah, I'm going back to Circle K for coffee from now on. So I go Thursday, and I'm in there, and I'm making my coffee, and there's a little old lady working there, and this dude walks in. And the little old lady, she's like, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And the guy just kind of, I couldn't hear what he said. I look at the little old lady, she rolls her eyes and just starts shaking her head in shame. Like, oh, alright.
Must not have been pleasant, whatever it was.
Right. So I finished putting together my coffee. I go up to the counter. I'm getting ready to pay. I've got it, and I've got 2 bottles of pop for later in the day. And swipe my credit card through, and I'm waiting for the receipt to print up, and all of a sudden I hear, Hey, buddy. Hey, you, big guy. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Like, how much do you weigh? Like 350? 360? Hey, big guy. And
he's right behind you.
He's right behind me. And I'm not looking at him. I don't respond to him. I look at the little old lady, and she's just shaking her head. I'm still waiting for my receipt to print. And she finally, pulls it out and hands it to me with a pen. And before I sign my receipt, I just say, "Don't talk to me." Sign my receipt. I hand it back to her. She's starting to put my stuff in a bag. And I just hear, "Yeah, you have a good day too, buddy." And so I gather my stuff, and I head towards the door. And before I leave, I just say, "Fuck off, asshole."
Yeah. Awesome.
And I walk out the door, and as the door is closing, I hear, "Yeah, I've been called that before."
You probably already knew that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would have been obvious.
Yeah.
If it hadn't required me going back into the store, I would have said, "Really? I'm shocked."
Well, at least he was nice enough to tell you to have a good day.
Oh, sure.
That's great. Yeah. He's not all bad. So, what was? You didn't see what he was buying? Like lotto tickets?
I don't know. I think he went to the beer cooler.
Wow, this is like
6 in the morning. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I get in my car, and I'm pulling out of the parking lot. He's looking right at me, so I give him the finger. And I pull out. Just what the fuck? It's 6 in the morning. Whether you're an asshole or not, I still don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
You could be the nicest human being on the world. Don't talk to me at 6 in the morning, especially not if I've not had my coffee yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But if you are going to be an asshole, especially don't talk to me.
It's a little early for that sort of antics.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that happening at 1 in the morning.
Right.
Like if you're out at Circle K.
Well, guess what? At 1 in the morning, I still don't want that.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems more likely.
Right, yeah.
And more in tune with what I call reality.
Right, yeah.
And that poor old lady, she probably has to deal with that genius every day.
Probably.
Yeah, he probably...
I did go back Friday, he was not there. But neither was that little lady.
No, she quit. Maybe he killed her. You flipped him off and it just sent him into a rage.
Right.
He just killed her. He shoved her into that giant rack of porn they have right behind their car.
Right. And I know I'm a big fat guy. I'm totally aware of all this. It's not like I'm deluded into thinking that I'm, super suave and skinny and shit. But, you don't go and ask anyone how much they fucking weigh.
Right. Maybe if you hadn't seen someone in a couple years and they clearly had lost a lot of weight.
Right, yeah.
Like, oh my god, how much do you weigh? You have to tell me.
Is it the cancer?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. Not a total stranger.
And definitely not a stranger at 6 in the morning.
Right.
Who's buying his first cup of coffee of the day.
Yeah. What I should have done is just thrown the coffee in his face.
Oh, that would have been sweet. Yeah.
Because then I probably would have had the cops called him or something.
Yeah, you never know that.
Although that lady probably would have just go.
She may have said, help me drag him out back. We'll put him in the trunk of my VW Beetle. Lady, that's not gonna work. The trunk's in the front. Put him in the hood.
We'd have to cut him up first.
Yeah.
Or dissolve him with hydrochloric acid in a plastic bin.
Why not a bathtub?
Because the hydrochloric acid will leak through porcelain, wood, steel, concrete.
Really? But not
plastic. Yeah.
Not certain types of... Well, that's... You must have paid attention in school.
I tried.
Well, that is awesome. I'm glad he wasn't there again Friday. Hopefully, maybe he's
next week when I go back. Hopefully, he drowned in his own vomit.
There's that. Yeah.
Because I imagine that he was drunk when he was in there.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Maybe he was drunk and then he won't even remember. He'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Right.
Yeah.
Or he'll just reenact the whole thing because he forgot.
Only sober. Yeah.
Right.
Like, well, hey, buddy. I was just curious how much you weigh.
Yeah.
Hey, big guy, I'm talking to you. Like,
oh yeah, I know I've said this before, but because this happened to me today, I went to lunch, and I really fucking hate it when people call me big guy. It's the worst. And again, it's not because I'm like in denial of because I know I'm a big guy, but like I went to lunch and I was paying for my stuff, and like the guy took my my rewards card thing. And he was like, "Oh yeah, hey buddy, hey big guy, I'll ring this up for you." And I just like if I hadn't needed the caffeine, I would have just walked out and left all my shit on the counter.
Where was this at?
Speedway, and down in Cincinnati. I hate it when people call me big guy. Especially hate it when an employee of a place I am at is calling me big guy.
Right.
Fucking respect. I am sir. You call me sir.
Right. Yeah.
If you have to call me anything at all, sir.
Not buddy?
Not buddy. Not big guy. Not hey you.
How if it's amigo at the Mexican restaurant?
Who?
Amigo at the Mexican restaurant? No, that's not the guy's name. I mean, he's calling you amigo.
No.
Really? You don't like that?
Sir.
Really? I like the friendly, use of an established foreign word, and like something.
No, that's the same as buddy, just in a different language.
See, I like that.
I hate that. You call me sir. You are an employee or owner of this establishment. You treat every single customer that comes in there with 100% respect. Mm-hmm. You want your fucking tip? You call me fucking sir. You don't want a tip? Yeah. You call me big guy or buddy or amigo or anything else other than sir.
Even amigo. See, that one seems like much better.
The only time that sir, that anything other than sir is acceptable is if I go to Mavericks where people know me. Okay.
Yeah, so if you're somewhere where they know your name.
If I'm a regular, they know my name, I am friendly with that person, call me preferably Eric.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only two things I enjoy being called, Eric and sir.
Yeah. Maybe you should wear a name tag.
No.
My name is Sir. Hello, my name is Sir.
I don't like nicknames. I don't want to be called anything other than my own name or sir.
I get you. See, I like amigo. I wish more people called me amigo.
I'll call you amigo.
You can call me
because you are my amigo.
Yeah.
But if I was working somewhere and you came in, I would call you sir.
If you didn't know me.
If I didn't know you?
Yeah.
Because that is the respect that I would have for you being a customer of mine.
What?
You are paying me for a service and or product. I will call you sir.
Goods and services, as they say in the industry. Well, I see where you're coming from. I see it. So, Circle K, it's a new place for coffee.
Circle K, my new place for coffee. It's got the caffeinated shots.
That's a great perk, and that's free, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's like right all there with the sugar and the creamer.
It seems like that would be like an extra 50 cents or something.
Well, on the thing, it does say limit 2.
Yeah.
But that's just for health reasons. Because your heart could explode.
Ooh, that's bad.
That's what I'm aiming for, though.
Right.
I don't really want to live any longer.
Just self-induced caffeine explosion.
Yeah. So they got assholes calling me buddy at 6 o'clock in the morning and asking me how much I weigh. I don't need that shit in my life. I should rather just kill myself.
Well, I think before you do that, before you like do the self-induced heart attack, you should go the route of throwing the coffee in their face, because
I'll try that.
At least that would be a story. You know?
True. Very true.
You can't really.
I do need to try to do more stuff for the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, you can't really.
I mean, you've heard this episode. It's awful.
It is bad. It's bad. This is a bad one.
If you and I would just do more things throughout the week, the show would be fine.
I need to quit my job.
I need to quit my job.
No, you just need to throw coffee on everyone.
All right. Well,
you just need to keep maybe like that in No Country for Old Men that thing that Sugar carried around. You should get one of those just full of coffee and piping hot coffee. And anyone who offends you any time of the day, you just shoot them with hot coffee. Yeah. I bet in a week you'll have more than one story.
You know what I could do is like when you have like a kitten or a cat who is annoying. You have like a little water bottle,
like a little spritzer.
Yeah, I should get myself a little spritzer of water,
of hot water.
Just water.
I mean, water.
I think if like you and I are out somewhere,
it's almost more demeaning if it's not painful. If it's just like like a mist of water, like bad.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. If I would have been at the Speedway today with my little spritzer, and the guy called me Big Guy, I would have just spritzed him right in the face.
For some reason, it reminds me of that scene in Fight Club. Have you seen the commentary on Fight Club? Where they have to start a fight with a stranger?
Oh, yeah, the water.
It does remind me of that. Where they just sprays him real quick. That would be awesome. I think you're onto something. I think it's the way to go. Because some people will just be confused and they won't say anything.
Right,
they'll just stare at you and you'll walk away and they'll just be stuck there. And then some people get really pissed.
Yeah.
And then the one guy that like thinks it's hilarious and says, "Buddy, you're alright, big guy."
Well,
just spray him 2 more times. But that would be great. Alright. I think you need to spray the show because it's been bad.
Yeah, it has. Alright, well, let's just wrap this up.
Oh, yeah. You gotta pick something.
Yes,
I forgot about that.
Yes, I do. Normally we don't announce a guest until they're actually on the show, but we're announcing this here. Pat Kane is going to be the guest on the next episode for the movie that I'm picking. A movie that he happens to own. He's bringing it.
Cool.
And himself. His last hurrah in Dayton for the time being.
He's out of here.
He is out of here. We're celebrating the life and times of Patrick Kane with what is easily called the worst movie ever made, The Room by Tommy Wiseau. Oh, wow. I've never seen it.
Me neither.
I've heard awful, awful things about it. And I am looking forward to it like nobody's business.
Really?
Yeah.
Even Pat's business, or mine?
No, not your guys' business in particular, no. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's cool that he's going to be here.
Yeah, yeah.
I love me Pat Kane's.
Pat Kane, one of the favorite guests. Mm-hmm. Of course, all of our guests are the favorite guests.
Yeah.
Except for Brassfield.
Yeah. Worst guest ever.
Yeah. Really didn't bring it that day.
No.
No. I can say this because I know he'll never listen.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. So that's the room.
Room with Pat Kane. Pat Kane will be in the room.
Is he in the room?
Not right now. Just me and you.
Oh. Will he be in this room?
Oh, yeah. He
eventually.
Yeah.
Is he going to be in the room? The movie.
The movie room? Yeah, we'll all three be in there.
Right. So he'll be in the room.
While we watch the movie?
While we're watching the movie, he's going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
The room.
Well, yeah, he'll be in the room, yeah. We'll all be in the room.
Are we in the room?
Night. Oh, we're not. We're in... What?
Good night, everyone. you can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.